Well, I finally got the parts. Now I'm going to stop and see if they're hopefully the right parts for the Mini. Only took a week and a half. Oh, well, I just got the parts for the car, showed them to the mechanic, and luckily he said, yeah, looks like the right stuff. So that's at least a plus. That's been the plus of the day. Otherwise, it's been one thing after another that needs to be changed, corrected, adjusted. Door heights got changed, so they're going to order new doors. So that had to get reframed. Then we got some arched doors. If you remember, there's sort of arched concrete doors. And we actually traced the hole onto the concrete when we did them. And we sent them to a guy in Florida. And he ended up making the doors. So we just got the doors today. And lo and behold, he made the door the right size, but the frame that he made to go in it doesn't fit in the hole. So now we've got to jackhammer out sides of the concrete so that the door and the frame will fit in the hole. I don't know. I got one more day, and then I head back to the States. That won't be exactly relaxing either. I left at 6:15 this morning, and I left once to go get breakfast, but how come that didn't record? That was cut short because I was halfway home and the plumber called and said he's up at one of the houses. There was a water leak under the concrete, not our doing, by the way. So I had to turn around, go back up there, and dealt with that. I was supposed to have an accounting meeting. I had to call and say, no, I can't do the accounting meeting. That's not happening today. And then it was one thing after another. The doors came, there was a problem, So now it's breakfast lunch hour, I think. What a day. One in hand, more brewing. You know, there's like 2 days left before I head back. And today was just like one thing after another. There was tiled, it was done on Saturday when I wasn't there. Sort of the subcontractor subcontracted out. He didn't watch what they were doing. So there's whole sections of that have to come up to be redone. Then we got the doors that I told you about. So now on 2 of those interior doors, I've got to take out 2 inches of concrete on one side so the door will fit in. That's going to be a boatload of fun. And then the exterior door, I've got to take out a good few inches on one side so that door can fit into the concrete hole, and then patching and everything else. So it was just like one thing after another all day. Doors didn't come right, this didn't work right, that didn't work right, gutter wasn't right. And you know, it's like a lot of the stuff is going fairly well, like the painting's going well on one of the buildings. One of the other buildings is almost done, except they don't have the doors. The owner decided to change 2 doors today from 8-foot doors to 6'8", so the holes were already there, so we had to drop those down. And it's like, so tomorrow's the last day. I've got to come up with a list tonight of everything that the guys are going to be doing while I'm away, or could be doing, because you always have to put that could be doing into the equation. because just because it's on the list, you can't find this or you can't find that or something else pops up or whatever. It's like when I left today, I had to deal with the plumber and that issue. So things change all the time. So I get that. So I give them a list of things they can do while I'm away. Not like do number 1, then number 2, number 3, number 4, because it may not work in that order. They may have to readapt because something happens or they can't get a material, that kind of situation. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's just the way the job works. So you have to be adaptable. But we did get, the gutters are pretty much all up. Tomorrow I'm hoping the other guy's gonna come because he's gonna solder the copper gutters together to keep them, and then we can have that pretty much set. So once, it hasn't rained really in a while. Once that comes, then we can start to see the tanks start to fill up now that that's cleaned. So things are getting there. Next week, while I'm gone, we're supposed to have a new order of teak coming in and some other things, but like I say, supposed to. Whether it actually happens, I don't know. Time will tell.